Hi, guys, good afternoon, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I hope you have all had a long, restful Thanksgiving break. I hope you all had plenty to eat and enjoyed this time off. Unfortunately, most of us have to return to work tomorrow. But hey, this was a nice long break, am I right? Let me just jump right to the case. Thanks for tuning in, of course, on this lovely Sunday afternoon. In today's video, I'll be discussing my thoughts on the rumors that have been going around for the past couple days online that Hollywood starred Angelina Jolie is being eyed for the lead role in the remake of Universal's Bride of Frankenstein, which will be part of the Universal Monster universe. Try saying that 3 times in a row. The rumor came about a couple days ago, like less than a week ago, I believe. They said that they're looking at her for both that role in Bride of Frankenstein as the bride of the monster and possibly the lead role in Wanted 2, to her sequel from about 7 years ago, the movie Wanted, which I never saw. I know what it was about. I don't know if it did well or not, but their rumor is those are the two movies Universal is looking at her for. And it feels like because of her recent film that she directed along and starred both her and her husband Brad Pitt in the movie By the Sea, which I have not seen yet. I've heard some pretty scathing things, unfortunately. Apparently, it was a big box office flop when it first opened, and it did not do very well, if at all. And bottom line, it lost Universal a lot of money. So they're probably looking to cash in on this most recent loss by snatching up Jolie to play one of two roles in their upcoming films. Now, whether or not they want her to be the lead role in Wanted 2 or be cast as the bride in Bride of Frankenstein remains to be seen. However, I think it would, personally, I think it would be really, really cool if she was indeed cast as Bride of Frankenstein. She's gorgeous, she's stunning, very talented, very open-minded, and it would be so perfect to have such a hot woman like that playing the bride to this hideous abomination creature that was made from dark science. And it's because in the original Bride of Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein, his assistant, I can't remember if his name is Igor or something else, and the monster decide to make a mate for the monster. And even his own mate, a creature of his same kind, basically, a female monster made out of stolen, sewn together body parts, still would not have the monster as a husband. She was repulsed and displeased by his appearance, and of course, it's kind of a sad movie. That towards the end of the movie, there you feel pretty bad for the monster because he starts choking up and crying when he realizes that even a creature of his own kind won't have him as a mate, as a lover, as a friend, even like even someone of his own species would turn him away. And it's kind of heartbreaking, really. You really feel bad for the poor big green guy. And it's been a while since I've seen that movie, but I remembered when I first watched it, I really, really liked it. And I was kind of surprised by how much it affected me personally. I mean, I just felt all of this sympathy pouring out for the poor monster. And his bride wouldn't have him. She was repulsed by him, repulsed by her own existence. And like I said, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I believe it ends with the two of them burning together to death in the windmill or in the lab where they were both created or something like that. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. But could I see Angelina pulling it off as the Bride of Frankenstein? Yes, absolutely. And it would be super realistic that a hot, gorgeous monster like Angelina Jolie would totally turn down the first monster because no man on Earth has a chance with Angelina Jolie unless you are and look like Brad Pitt. Let's be honest. I mean, she's gorgeous. Brad Pitt's apparently gorgeous to a lot of people. Uh, my point is that if she were like as the Bride of Frankenstein, her turning down and rejecting the monster would be incredibly realistic. Because if you have an average looking, not so attractive guy playing the monster, and she's the Bride of Frankenstein, it's extremely it's extremely realistic if she were to turn him down, is what I'm saying. I know that sounds kind of awful, but let's just be honest. If a guy were to go up to Angelina Jolie and be like, "You want to be my girlfriend?" She probably would be like the original Bride of Frankenstein, where she like slowly lifts her head. She does that horrible scream. And that actress did such a good job in that movie, too. Everybody in that movie did a really good job. But could Angelina play Bride of Frankenstein? Yes, absolutely. How could this character fit into the monsterverse? Well, I was just thinking about that before I started recording this video. I was thinking to myself, wouldn't it be cool is in Bride of Frankenstein, uh, even like if she doesn't reject the monster as her mate and she actually goes to him, not because she's attracted to him per se, but because they are one of a kind. What if we saw that movie about those two teaming up, working together to fight two other opposing, much more sinister monsters? Like, what if they go up against Dracula and the Wolfman, or Dracula and the Phantom of the Opera? I don't know, or maybe no other big cinematic monster, maybe iconic monster, maybe just two other monsters that they team up against together and they take them down side by side. I think that would look really cool. I know we're borderline superhero genre here, and I don't want to come off that way. I'm just saying I think it would look so amazing if it was done right to have Frankenstein and his bride fighting side by side against opposing forces or two opposing monsters, whether they be fellow iconic universal monsters or just a couple of werewolves or vampires or some shit. I don't know. I think that would look really cool. So, yeah, Angelina Jolie is Bride of Frankenstein. Sure, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I'm just glad that this movie's finally going to be fitting into the monster universe over there at Universal. And I'm just looking forward to it. I guess bottom line, I don't really care who they cast in the role as Bride of Frankenstein. I just personally believe Angelina Jolie could pull it off if she wanted to. Granted, I don't have access to her schedule or her life or her career right now, obviously, so I don't even know if she can even fit the Universal Monsterverse on her plate right now, or maybe she'll choose the other movie that Universal wants for her for, which is Wanted 2. So we'll see. We'll just see how it works. But I personally think, yeah, she could pull it off, and I think it would be really interesting to see a movie where instead of being repulsed by the monster, that the Bride of Frankenstein actually kind of warms up to him. And if they don't become husband and wife per se, they become allies, at least. Allies in a fight against a greater evil or an evil bigger than them. Or maybe a fight against Van Helsing, if that's the way they want to play it. Who knows what the main storyline or arc will be for these characters or for any of the monsters in the upcoming cinematic universe we'll be seeing with the release of the Mummy reboot. It's due for March 10th of 2017, I believe. Last rumor was Tom Cruise was being eyed for the lead role to star in that film. However, I believe those reports were proven to be false and confirmed that he is not in talks with Universal to join the Mummy reboot. But perhaps other actors are. We just haven't heard about it yet. Overall, Angelina Jolie is the Bride of Frankenstein. Yes, sure, why not? I think she's hot, and I would love to see her play that role. I think she really could have a really awesome chance to really bring a classic horror character to life in a whole new light in a way. So yeah, I'd be on board. I guess I would be happy with anybody they would cast, but in this case, if Angelina Jolie does end up playing the monster, cool. Okay, I'm on board for that. That's great. So, what do you guys feel about the Universal Monsterverse? Do you feel this is a good idea, a bad idea? Is Universal just trying to copy Marvel, DC, and everybody else who has their own cinematic universes? Do you think this is an act of desperation or creativity? What are your thoughts on this rumor about Angelina Jolie playing the Bride of Frankenstein in the remake of this movie with the same title? What are your thoughts and feelings on it? Please feel free to sound off down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear from everybody. I'd love to get some feedback and hear from you guys what you think, what you're looking forward to. Let's be respectful and civil of one another's opinions and beliefs, of course. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel for more upcoming content here on the EdWord. And please don't forget to tune in to AMC tonight to catch the mid-season finale of season 6 of The Walking Dead. Ooh, it's gonna be a good one, guys. It looks like it's gonna be a fun but possibly heartbreaking episode. So we'll see. Tune in later tonight on this channel for a full episode review and recap for the mid-season finale. And stay tuned for more news regarding the Universal Monsters cinematic universe and anything else that you could possibly think of that may be relevant to this channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. I hope you get off to a good start on Monday. And thanks for watching once again. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.